Hello, Frankston Business Collective. Scott Carson, the Business of Smiles, turning up today to put forward the reasons as to why the Business of Smiles is entering the social change maker category. And I literally sit here in tears, and because I've been working through the things that have happened in the last 12 months for Frankston, with myself, for the community that I love. And the summary of it really has hit me in the heart for many, many reasons. But I think it's only fitting that I start this with a tear, because I'm sure I'm going to end it with more. Social change maker. What is a social change maker? For me, it's somebody who just cares about making it different, somebody who puts in effort to make a change, effort to do something different, effort to put his heart into something so that others can benefit from it. Like, what are 12 months? The last 12 months in Frankston, we've been inspiring hope with smiles in so many different avenues. And I didn't really realize just how much connection we've created within Frankston. So I started to put this together. I'm really proud. I'm really proud of what we've been able to achieve. I'm really proud of how the community is engaged with me, with us, and brought together some opportunities that I didn't even see coming. But I'm going to start way back in August when I first met Jeff. I had a beautiful cup of tea down there at Common Folk, and it was interesting because Jeff's like, "What do you do?" I said, "I'll show you." And I turned to the couple next to us when I thanked them for doing their best right now. I thanked them for being involved in life. And I asked if I could give them a gift, my tool of choice, a pair of socks, as you see up here. As I thanked them for doing their best, I read them the message. We all have dark days. That's what the black dots represent. The yellow is that warm winter's sun. That's our community of friends getting around us on our dark days. And I couldn't summarize what the Business of Smiles has done better than that. But what I really enjoyed was when Jeff came out and saw what we did in the community. I'm much more about actions than we are about words. But if we use our words to strengthen our actions, magic can be made. So upon that interaction, Jeff gifted me the opportunity to present at the Wellbeing Summit. I was a little bit nervous about that because that was an opportunity to share my passion, which I've been doing in Frankston for a number of years now, but to really step up and put it into the hearts of people. I noted the time and realized that if I condense my presentation, then hopefully I'll be able to keep things on track a little bit better. So I threw up my notes and I just put my heart on the table. 70 pairs of socks went out into the community that day. 70 pieces of my heart touched the hearts of other people. So much so the very next speaker got up, Kate Save, and put the socks on to wear to share her time. I'm so grateful for that. We've become so connected from that, from a simple pair of socks. But are they? That Wellbeing Summit opened up the door to many more opportunities, but it also opened up the opportunity for more that I wanted to put into Frankston, which led us into the Smiles for Life, where we were out fundraising for our 12 Days of Christmas, which was an extraordinary event, which I'll get to you shortly with. But the Smiles for Frankston was about fundraising to get us at least 2,500 pairs of socks. We needed to raise $25,000 in order to do that, and we did. And we raised that through a special evening at the Arts Centre where we talked about intuition, believe it or not. There's a film by the name of Bill Bennett that opened up my heart to allow me to be able to open up into the community, which was pretty extraordinary. That money gifted us the opportunity to really get into Frankston, really touch hearts. Just before Christmas, the 12 days before Christmas, a really important time for people, a really important time for us to embrace one another and just say, I see you. It's a very busy time for so many people, and it can be a painful time for some people. So for the 12 days before Christmas, I had the other members of the Business of Smiles come from all around Australia to our community, my community. We set ourselves up at the Bayside Community Kitchen and we just engaged with the community with our tool of choice, a pair of socks. 2,500 conversations we had. Again, with the socks, that's just our tool to connect to people. Our first couple of days, we focused on those sleeping rough. Next couple of days, we focused on the train station, mainly getting up the people going into the city on their way out. Hopefully they see some of the people we'd met a couple of days before, so they got a connection. They see each other's smiles because they see something they have in common, a pair of socks. Then the next couple of days, we focused on mums and kids. Then we focused on dads. Really focused on dads for quite a few days. And the last couple of days, we focused on the elderly, creating connection with them. But it was during this time that we embraced the community just by walking to different parts of it, that we just opened up our hearts, but also the connection to the community. There was one person in particular that really hit home for me. And it was a man walking with his sons and a business owner, quite a successful guy from Mount Eliza. And I walked up and just thanked him for doing his best right now. It was I said, yeah. I said, is it okay if I gift you a pair of socks? And I gifted him a pair of socks. And he just broke down. Because it's been such a hard time. Because my wife has really struggled through COVID, so much so that she's been in and out of rehab. It's been so hard. Thank you so much for letting me know that I am doing my best, which brought me into a big embrace and a hug with a man I'd never met before. Such a pivotal moment in a time that I loved embracing our community. 2,500 conversations along those lines were just wonderful. This opened up a big question for me, though. Starting in January, when I got back from my holidays, I started Happy Friday at the Bayside Community Kitchen, where I've been sitting there available for anyone in the community to come in and have a conversation, especially focusing on those numbing themselves or sleeping rough, giving them an opportunity to be heard. One of the things we do in the kitchen is we have these books. And funnily enough, this is one of my favorites, where I ask people to come and join me and teach me them. Teach me who they are. I'm going to read to you a poem right now from somebody who has had the courage to write out their book. Who am I? I am your light when all seems dark. I am the inspiration. I am the light when the sun rises. Who am I? I am many things. Who am I? I am who you need me to be. I am the warmth in love. I am the salt in your tears. I am the blanket when you are cold. I am your comfort. Who do you want me to be? I am. Who are we? We are one. We are united. We are the lead when it feels right. We are the need we want together. We are a team. We crave. We rely on we. Who are we? We together, one strong. We love. We are impact. We are empathy. We become compassion. We need more than me. This continues right through this book, but this is how it started. And then he shared his entire family tree and what's happened in his life. The gift that has been connection with the community through the Bayside Community Kitchen has been absolutely extraordinary, to the point where people who, one gentleman in particular, 21 years on the streets, had the confidence to ask for help. That is an extraordinary event. Imagine what that does to our community. So during this time, that conversation still sat with me, with that father. So much so that we created the Smiles for Life program for men in Frankston, something that for me is become such an important part of what I do. It's just a safe place for men to be, safe place to explore life, safe place to just share a smile. One of the things we do every single time we catch up is we, well, I love this. The very first thing we do is well, it's not in this one. Oops, wrong one. Anyway, I ask the guys to draw a smile, this smile, and share with us what made them smile today, what made them smile this week, and what oh, geez, I love the internet. So, but what happens through that is it opens up dialogue. We've had some amazing conversations. Some of the best ones have been positive male traits. What are they? What do men really want in women? What is intimacy? We've had men open up about suicide attempts. We've had men open up about being in jail. We've had men open up about the anger that they've had with their kids and how they've dealt with that. Had men open up about the loneliness in life, men opening up about being afraid to be around other men. What courage it takes to do that. We've had young men at the age of 15 involved in these conversations, learning what other men are experiencing and growing through that together. How extraordinary is that? The one thing I've loved more than anything else over the last 12 months is actually engaging with our community. Utilizing the Frankston Community Notice Board and the Facebook pages, I've taken the opportunity to share the journey that we've had through Frankston for the last 12 months. So much so that we are now recognized by the community for a safe place for men to be. It's a safe place for men to come and have a conversation. Guys, there's something going on. Get in contact with Scott Carson. Get in contact with the Business of Smiles. Go and be a part of their community group. We've got a long way to go. We've got a long, I need to learn to communicate better with the community. I need to learn to ask for sponsorship more. I need to learn to do things. But isn't that the beauty of this? Growing together, learning together, sometimes getting things wrong so that we can make things better. The plans for the next 12 months are fantastic. Women are asking for the same thing. And I'm looking forward to bringing that to our community. Just a safe place to explore the big questions in life. Oh, I'm really proud of what we've done in Frankston in the last 12 months. But it's what one man said to me at the at the Frankston Business Collective meeting at General Public. I'm there with my son, who I love the fact that you've embraced. And I believe in order to be a man, you need to be around men to understand what they do. So I take him with us on all sorts of meetings, all sorts of opportunities, so that he can grow into a man. He can have the tools to be able to talk to people. He can have the tools to be able to negotiate life. A man I never met before walks up to me and goes, "Scott Carson." Yes. He goes, "You run the Business of Smiles." Yes. I just want to thank you for creating a safe place for men. I suffer social anxiety. It's really uncomfortable to be out and network. But in order for me to get to where I want to be, I need to. I'm really hoping I get to come to one of your dinners very soon. I'm so proud of the fact that we've got a safe place for our men just to be men. It is supported by the women in our community because men need this. Proud to be a social change maker within Frankston. Community I love with all my heart. I can't wait to represent the business of smiles in the last 12 months in the next Wellbeing Summit. From my heart to yours, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for embracing the business of smiles with the Frankston Business Collective and getting behind something that I just think needs to be done. Inspiring hope with smiles and a pair of socks. Thank you. Where's that button?